Being an entrepreneur and business owner is, as you probably know, absolutely not a straight line journey. And that journey gets even more bumpy when you're working with people. When you are looking to hire, you really want to make sure you get the right people in the right seats at the right time. And when you do that, it can be one of the greatest opportunities in your business. Conversely, when we get it wrong, we tend to waste a lot of time, money, and more importantly, our energy. So your hiring decisions can be your biggest weapon, bang, or the biggest downfall to your success. So in this video, we're going to look at how to hire for values and attitudes. Because when you hire for aptitude and you train for skills, your next hire will be the best opportunity of a successful match to your small business. I guess in hiring for values and attitude, it makes sense that the first thing you want to know is what are your values and what are the attitudes you want to foster in your business. Makes sense, right? I've got more videos on values, so I won't go into it too much here, but I would love to encourage you to have creative and passion-driven values and be able to identify the behaviours and attitudes that tell you that someone is living those values. Although, for the record, I personally hate the value of accountability because I really doubt that any prospective employee is going to be excited about living accountability. However, you can be creative about it. I actually worked with a client to establish their values, and accountability became, if it's meant to be, it's up to me, which I absolutely love. So now if this is your value, you'll want to be able to describe the specific behaviours that show that the value is being lived by your team. A behaviour might be proactively suggesting solutions to fix problems, or not complaining or outsourcing responsibility, because if this problem is meant to be fixed, it's up to me to be part of the solution, and that's how we live accountability. Let's assume you've got some creative values and you've got a good understanding of the behaviours that people have in order to live them. What do you do next in terms of hiring? Well, you've got a fantastic opportunity to write your job ad that will attract candidates who are naturally aligned to your values. I'd encourage you to show your business personality in the job ad. For example, if your work environment really fosters fun and quirkiness, be sure to show that in your ad, because what will happen is you'll naturally attract applications from prospective employees who are attracted to that. Next, once you've shortlisted your candidates, it's really time to think about how to interview those candidates to find out whether they are a match to your values and attitudes. To do this, think about questions that you can ask the candidate that would allow them to give examples of behaviours that you're looking for in your business. These are known as behavioural questions, and they really are the cornerstone to great hiring. There is a specific art in asking questions, which then get your potential hire to reveal their true nature. What you're really looking for is someone who naturally matches your values and the behaviours you want, because then they don't have to change and you don't have to tell them to change. If we go back to that accountability value, a question that you might ask is, tell us a time when you saw a problem in the organisation and what did you do? The key to that question is that you're looking for someone who says that they proposed a solution, not just that they told their manager that the problem existed, because you want someone who proactively takes accountability for change. Now, the final step in hiring for values and attitude is not just to judge what someone says, but how they say it and the specific attitude that they have to the questions. For example, your culture embodies passion, but the candidate fails to get excited in the interview, they're obviously not going to be a match to your organisation. If you're new to hiring, or if you've hired lots of people before, you can still absolutely get it wrong, so to speak. The important thing to know is that you're not on your own if you've made a choice and that person isn't a match. What's important is to realise that they aren't a match, especially during the probationary period, and take action. That action might be moving them on or managing them, and if it is moving them on, ultimately they're going to be happier in an environment that matches their values. In recapping, how do you hire for values? First of all, get clear on the values. Have a think about the attitudes and behaviours the person or the people in your organisation will embody when they're living those values. Design your interview to test those behaviours and attitudes. And finally, move people on if they aren't a match. It is better for both of you. If you're looking to bounce your interview questions off someone, please leave a comment or get in touch with me through the links in the description, because I'd really be more than happy to assist. Hiring's not an easy task, especially if you're doing it on your own, so please do get in touch. Also, make sure that you check out the video on building your organisational values and be sure to subscribe to this channel.